Hi, everybody. I want to thank everybody for taking their time today to join me. And we're going to talk about how Lenovo can help pave the way forward and really make that holistic approach when it comes to working efficiently, smartly working, and again, just really catering towards your small business and how we can, work in a modernized hybrid workforce that we're currently seeing, and that's the trends that are kind of moving forward. My name is Nick Defina. I am the Lenovo solution specialist here at CDW. I've been here for about a year and a half now, and I've been supporting the Lenovo brand. So again, I want to take this moment to again thank everybody for joining me today on this journey that we are going to share together. And by all means, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to add them in a chat, or we'll have some time at the end of the presentation, and then I can um, answer what I can, and then other ones, if I'm not able to answer, I will get an answer for you. So moving on forward, today's agenda, we're going to talk about the state of the market and current trends that we're seeing. Uh, what is a hybrid workforce? I want to talk about that employee experience with the hybrid work experience. We're going to talk about the modern workplace, talk about emerging technology, talk about our Think Field platform, which encompasses security, talk about device as a service, and Lenovo's commitment to you as a small business. So you're not alone in being a small business. A lot of people don't know that Lenovo was also a small business once, at some point in time where we were, you know, we operate now in 160 countries. We have over 300 with 3,000 service locations, over 150,000 partners and retail outlets. Overall, we're a 500 Fortune company. Again, wherever you have a field office or traveling reps, we're in your time zone, which is the great thing about Lenovo. We're truly a global scaled company. But, you know, we've never forgotten the challenges you face, whether your customers are across the city, across the globe. We're trying to keep things obviously running smoothly. Lenovo will help you. We understand the problems and frustrations of developing new markets while keeping your existing customers loyal. So you wanna make sure that you have a partner you can definitely depend on, and that's where Lenovo really wants to present itself to you. I want to talk about the new trends that are happening, pre-pandemic, and now we are post-pandemic. With Lenovo, we want to pursue the new, and what we really want to do in doing that is businesses all around the world are faced with different challenges. A lot of times, you may think a lot of businesses were never prepared for a pandemic, so you always have this guide, you always have this reference guide or manual guide, and now it's kind of thrown out the window because in that manual and reference guide, there's nothing in there about a pandemic. So it's like, how do you prepare for that? How do you reference this manual of a pandemic? Well, you don't. It's kind of you have to evolve, adapt, and scale. It's kind of the way I see it, and that's kind of how Lenovo is kind of pursuing the new. We want to enable a flexible workforce. We want to help teams be productive without adding that complexity. We want to make it easy. We want to accelerate the modern workplace at the same time by modernizing everything from how they buy technology and to how it reaches users. And we want to ensure that there's that continuity within the business, keeping everybody safe, industry leading security built with that into every world class device. We want to make sure that's all in there and how to help, businesses succeed in those three fundamental areas. At the end of the day, we want to save you money, save time, and save the stress. We want to go beyond the technology, help you become more successful through various different programs, through various financing packages. So your equipment is always up to date. We provide you the best warranty that there is, protect your investments over time, a broad range of services to ensure your business continuity is mentioned. And we want to have a growing family of various devices, mobile devices, and deal with the collaboration and remote working that we're currently seeing. There's so much right now. Everything's all about collaboration, all about hybrid. We're not going like, for example, at CDW, we're in a hybrid state. A lot of other companies are kind of taking that approach as well, and you may see in your remote force that productivity has also gone up as well. So the backdrop of our growing opportunities. So one thing is, 70% of SMBs will have significantly increased their IT spending by 2026. And these are like, again, the state of the market trends that we are seeing. 50% of small businesses will reorganize and restructure their company by deploying remote and virtual distributed structures throughout 2023. And we're already seeing that. Like those are trends like I'm seeing currently in the market. Everybody's hybrid, everybody's remote. They want to be able to have that flexibility. A lot of companies are still not traveling. So by having this kind of structure in place, it gives them that flexibility to kind of move forward. 30% of small businesses will experience, security breaches. There's so many times you'll hear right now, just through the news, of so many cyber attacks, DDoS attacks. So Lenovo wants to help you be prepared for that. And there's so many, these cause so many disruptions. Ransomware is one of the big ones. Startups will have digital first strategy, and we're seeing a lot more of that now with a lot more digital startups. Or they want to go digital first, rather than having to adapt. They're starting it right from the beginning. 70% of SMBs will invest in enhanced connectivity and communication. That's again through collaboration, on-prem managed services by 2024. And 40% of SMBs will increase their investments by analyticals and SEM solutions by optimizing their inventory management and business planning by 2024. So everybody talks about this new normal, and what is this new normal, and how do SMBs play this role in the new normal? And we see it as there's 6 different categories: a holistic approach to security, IT spending will increase, outcome focused IT consumption, hybrid work will be a work in progress. Obviously, we're still learning. A balancing act between single and multi-cloud, IT staffing over time, and efficiency, and splinter and stretching. So how do we do that? So holistic approach to security, we want to make sure that SMBs will emphasize the importance of security, and consider, processes and technology, realizing that entire organization is secure as its, weakest link. So you want to make sure that you're protecting that weakest link that you may have. And we're always looking to capitalize on opportunities to overall strengthen security within your fleet and within your company. When it comes to spending, we want to look to ways to streamline your business, and make sure you have the best return on your capital. At the same time, we want to explore that, if we're stretching budgets, we want to make sure that we're using those budgets efficiently at the same time. We want to make sure we have the right techniques to help optimize the impact of labor shortages, inflation, and supply chain issues at the same time. We want to make sure that we're in that best interest to help you with your IT spending and kind of forecast it better, so you understand what's exactly going on. And with Lenovo, we're extremely transparent when it comes to supply chain. We'll be the first one to tell you if there's a shortage, or if there's not. Like, we're extremely transparent. We're very direct. We don't sugarcoat anything. So that's one of the things that we will share with you. Again, we always want to build momentum as well when it comes to building business for outcome focused IT. And that comes to consumption models, providing direct path to IT investments, business objectives and values realizations. We want to have the biggest driver when it comes to connecting consumption costs to usage by IT. We want to make sure that there's value when you're going through this consumption process, and that you're getting the most out of that value at the same time. Office-less hybrid work will be a work in progress, as I mentioned. So the work structure has evolved into a mobile distributed model that relies on communication and collaboration technologies. And there's a growing, obviously, focus on enabling hybrid work, and that will reflect on investment patterns in cloud technologies, mobile applications, and having that access to various devices. And then at the same time, what we're finding is, when in this hybrid work, is you want to make sure that your employees are productive by providing them the right devices for how they want to work at home, when they're working in this new normal, because not everybody's going to have that same setup as they had in the office. So you want to, conform to their work experience, because when you conforming to their work experiences, you're providing them with that. If you providing them with that work experience, you're going to increase that productivity level at the same time. And then we'll talk about IT staffing. So we mentioned cloud adaptation, hybrid work environments, independence of IT infrastructures, business applications to enhance organizational productivity, and splinter that stress IT staffing. So in understanding this new normal, there's a couple things that we want to tackle in his presentations, and there'll be three questions we'll tackle away. Is how do you enhance the employee experience? How do you support the modern workforce? And how can you implement a digital transformation to be ready for the future and where we are going? Lenovo's strategy to solve those industry challenges, we want to empower users with the world's smartest computing solutions by providing industry leading devices, security and productivity, and intelligence solutions at the same time. So we want to make sure that we're the smartest, innovative, and have one of the wide range of PC portfolio, high performance workstation solutions, OEM embedded solutions, and smart edge technology. We want to make IT more efficient by delivering the right collaboration tools. We always think about Think Smart collaboration tools, industry leading endpoint security through our ThinkShield platform, device as a service through our DAS, and making sure that the life cycle of your management of devices is not only is secured, it's supported and it's managed at the same time, all in an affordable price. And then we're also looking at intelligent solutions to solve those challenges through emerging technologies. It could be VR technologies through education, healthcare, retail, 5G connectivity solutions, and AI and predictive software as well. So smarter technology, how to empower your users with the world's smartest computing solutions is continuing smarter devices, as I mentioned, smarter workplaces, and smarter businesses as well. Now, how do you enhance employee experience, right? Before we dive into the various solutions, is how can we create a positive employee experience? And let's talk about data regarding the employees and ultimately productivity at the end of the day. Your new workforce is here and it's growing. A lot of millennials and your Gen Zs already encompassing 60% of that global knowledge of workers, and by 2025, that's going to increase to 75%. There are four that will drive the future of your business. It's all these millennials that are going to push it forward, and most of them are already in your workforce, and a lot of these are your customers as well. They expect flexible, collaborative workplace with a powerful and reliable technology. They want the latest and greatest ready to go, but they also want it to make use of their space at home, and so that they are comfortable working. So they want to have the right solution at their fingertips so that they can be productive. Last thing you need is to have those laptops, not working out or slow. You want to make sure you always have them always consistently up to date. One of the three workers don't feel that they have the right tools for their job. I'm not sure if any of you have gone through that or I've heard any of those sentiments, but that's where we're seeing it in trends, and hopefully Lenovo can help fix those trends. And at the end of the day is how will you empower yours to achieve maximum productivity? Again, technology has become so important in employees' working lives that we're all trouble if IT, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we understand what we're providing to the employees. Overall improving the employee experience, it comes really down to four different pillars. We want to talk about security, supporting productivity, endpoint devices, and office functionality. So when it comes to security, we want to talk about ThinkShield, Windows 10 Pro, and now with Windows 11. We want to talk about Windows Secure, Intel vPro management platform, and AMD Ryzen Pro management platform. We want to talk about supporting productivity through Premier Support, accidental damage protection, endpoint devices, our ThinkPad line, ThinkCenter line, ThinkBook line, and Workstation line. And we want to talk about office functionality. So our monitors, docking stations, camera, headphones, accessories, mice and keyboards, and smart office solutions. These are how we pride our improving your employee experience through our different four pillars that we have. An efficient workplace enables better collaboration, higher employee productivity, higher employee satisfaction, better policy enforcement and control, and increased power and cost savings. At the end of the day, if you have a happy employee, they're going to be more productive for you. At the end of the day, it's just a known fact. If I'm happy, I'm going to produce more. That's just me personally, but I can speak for a lot of other people. If they feel that they're able to do the work efficiently, and their work is optimized, but by having the right tools, having a second screen is also critical as well. And you want to make sure that they're as most productive as possible by providing the tools that make their lives efficient and optimized. Three key aspects to consider when crafting that effective workplace. So we want to make sure we have workspace optimization. As I mentioned previously, you want to make sure that we have that workspace. Again, you have to consider there's a lot of employees who live in condos, a lot of employees who live in apartments, other ones who, have homes, and ones who don't. So you want to make sure that the workspace is either shrinking, it's increasing in operational costs. We want to make sure it's, again, as mentioned, optimized. We want to reduce the downtime. Um, you know, Downtime leads to productivity loss. We want to make sure, like, if I have a laptop that's not functioning, maybe we want to make sure we have a spare ready to go. So that's one thing that we always try to always encourage. You want to reduce downtime. By reducing the downtime, you're increasing your profits at the end of the day. And IT automation, we want to try and make it as simple as possible and make it the automated process as moving forward as well. Workspace optimization solutions overview. So there is effective endpoint devices, efficient collaboration technologies, and smart office meeting tools. So when we talk about our endpoint devices, we look at our all-in-one solutions. We look at our tiny-in-one solutions. Think and Light, we look at our carbons, and again, our ThinkPad T14s. We look at efficient collaboration technologies. We look at unified workspaces. Again, this is all accompanied through Active Directory, autopilot deployment. Um, Everything's really on-prem, private storage, SSDs through single sign-on. We were using virtual desktop. You really connect to your servers, so it makes it easier. Smart meeting tools, again, think center hubs, think smart views. We have that as well. The work is the thing you do, not a place you go to. An increasingly mobile, flexible workforce needs tech that works wherever they work. With Lenovo Solutions, we want to make sure that your office is not out of the loop. As I mentioned, our Think Smart View is an instant conferencing, one-click connection. It just sits on the top of your desk. We have our X1 noise cancellation headphones, great for its lightweight, adjustable, foldable headphones and deliver rich class audio. And we have our new ThinkBook that I'm going to share with you as well, which is our new ThinkBook Plus line. So how do you support the modern workforce? Work smarter workspaces that enable user experience, increase IT efficiency, no matter where they work. And what's happening is people are taking this work everywhere they go. So we want to make sure with work, taking place at various locations at all times, proactive IT is essential for minimizing employee downtime and lost productivity. We want to support various staff members and their various roles, no matter where they're working from. We want to equip existing employees for remote work by understanding how and where they will be based in today's business landscape. And again, for new employees, onboarding to a new company, we want to make sure that culture is a way of working that necessitates more than just a simple desk at the end of the day. Putting modern IT work for your organization. Lenovo's has a very consultative, cooperative approach to modern solutions, meaning Lenovo's modern IT experts and your own team will work together to address device management, IT security policies, personal credentials, endpoint management, and recovery hardware in case of your for system and software failures as well. So this is Lenovo's widest portfolio of IT products and services. We go from infrastructure services to service systems, business solutions, industry solutions, service and data center. We talk about end user computing, accessories, various services that we have, and support. So we have a wide range of an umbrella of services that we do have. And so we always have that right solution for the need of your business. And we want to make sure that we're catering to all those needs of your business at the same token. So the ThinkBook Plus, I want to spotlight this because this is our new product that we are launching later this year. It's unique. It's a dual display device that promises revolutionary multitasking with greater speed, efficiency, and productivity. It does have an E-Link writable cover display. You're able to sketch, take notes, read and annotate documents, which I think is really incredible. Again, if you ever used our ThinkBook devices, they're very thin, light, and they're very sleek. I call it a prosumer device. It's a blend of a consumer and commercial device. But the new ThinkBook Plus, it really just takes it to that combination of a smartphone and tablet into a new generation. One key press login, Skype for Business, and hotkeys for faster and safer starts to meetings. Standby, so keep working even when the lid is closed. Powerful 10th gen and 11th gen processors by default. And then we also have Harman Kardon speakers and Skype certified mics for audio. Our new Z13 was just announced at CES, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. And again, first AMD APU processors, high resolution, full high definition RGB and IR camera as well. And you're getting a Dolby speaker system, 75% recycled aluminum, and vegan leather actually on the top lid of that is a first for Lenovo, and compostable bamboo fiber packaging. So you can get up to a Ryzen 7 in this device processor, 13-inch, and we also have our Z16, which I'll show in a minute. It's the new AMD processing power, up to 32 gigs of RAM, dual channel solder down, up to a terabyte Gen 4 SSD. As I mentioned, in the battery life, up to 15 hours, which is really incredible. So you can literally work all day. USB-C as well. Our Z16 is our more powerful device. You get up to an R9 in this machine, 16-inch display, great integrated graphics of 600M series, or you can actually get an RX 6500 graphics card. Up to 32 gigs of RAM, up to 2 terabytes of space, dual-facing speaker systems, up to 12 hours due to obviously the performance of the processor. Overall, you get a 4K display, touchscreen, and USB-C powered. Again, these are the devices I think will resonate really well within your businesses. Again, there's always that stigma between what's the main difference between an AMD and an Intel. AMD right now is just the processing power in comparison to the value is there with Intel. But again, the same thing. I look at an Intel i5 as an R5. I look at an R7 as an i7, R9 as an i9. That's where we kind of see. Everybody has their preferences, blue versus red. But overall, for the Z series, it will be an AMD product. Our ThinkCenter Neo 50s, so this is our new small form factor, 12th gen processor, up to 64 gigs of RAM. Incredible performance that you get on this. Allows for multitasking across multiple apps and browsing the internet. Multiple different ports for auxiliary devices, monitors, high quality video outputs, DP, HDMI, transfer files across different peripherals, high-speed USB ports like 3.2 and USB 2.0. And you get up to 12 gen, as I mentioned, to an i9 processor in this particular machine. It does support up to Windows 11 Pro, integrated graphics, up to 64 gigs, up to 2 terabytes. You can get up to either 180 watt battery, 260. Kensington lock on the side as well. Smart cable clips for security purposes. Weighs about 10 pounds, but overall it pairs really well with our ThinkVision monitor as well. We'll talk about and as I mentioned, our ThinkCenter TIO Gen 4. This is where you can actually put a tiny monitor, a tiny machine into the back of the monitor. So a lot right now is our AIO machines, very limited in stock, but our TIOs has been that dominant solution right now, and it just reduces the footprint. And what's the best thing about a TIO is if an AIO were to break down, you have to send the whole machine in. When it comes to a TIO, you literally can separate the two. So if something fails on the hard drive, you just send the compute unit in to get repaired or serviced. You don't have to send in the screen. You keep that screen and you may have a spare. If the screen goes, you're able to keep your system. That's the flexibility of the TIO. And it comes with a video conferencing solution as well, Kensington lock. Again, it's just perfect for that large enterprise, government organizations, healthcare. But even if you want that all-in-one POS system, we do have TIOs that are touch-enabled as well. And again, it just provides you that minimalized footprint. Lenovo Go, we do have accessories that work for everybody who's now free to make the world their own office. So we have different category inputs, again, multiple multi-purpose, multi-device functionality, support for many different services, wireless charging, ergonomic designs, power categories for different multiple charging, quick charging notebooks, USB connection, simultaneously charge multiple devices, wireless QII charging as well. And audio category, we have noise cancellation, acoustic echo control, automatic gain controls. Everything is Microsoft Teams certified. And then we have our storage capacity, so portable hard drives, protections, dedicated storage compartments, light and minimalistic design. Again, these are all available now as well. And it just makes everything so much easier to work from home. So how can we implement this new digital transformation? And emerging tech can be definitely disruptive, but early adoption says tech can really help create a competitive business advantage by being first to implement new smarter tech in your company. You can take advantage of disruption, allowing your organization to get and stay ahead of the curve while investing in the future. So some of the disrupting technologies that we're seeing, as I mentioned, is we're seeing, and more importantly, why do they matter? So we're looking at IoT, installing scale, maintaining your solutions, calls for new skills, complacency, logistics. Uh, what's done effectively, IoT can help you stay more connected while capturing and putting more data into work than ever. AR VR is right now one of the hottest solutions right now, where people are virtually training and onboarding their staff remotely. So what's happening is they're developing content within the VR platform. So for example, if you're training construction company, what we're able to do is you can literally train them. You're here, you send them the device. They're training in Vancouver for an HVAC system, and then with this AR VR, you can actually see the entire HVAC system. Be able to train them with various different technologies that we have on our A3 and A6 devices, or A3 Industrial Edition, and then that's again VR and AR, and it's going to be the next mainstream in the next 3 years. And with Lenovo, we can actually integrate a white label service integration within our VR platform as well. 5G obviously transform consumer and commercial connectivity, enhance mobile broadband, not just for mobile phone uses, but also to expand VR capabilities. Internet of Things is connecting virtually everything possible. Mission critical communications, enabling remote control operations, vehicles, critical structures, medical procedures. Edge computing is all about processing data as close to generational point as possible, and it's already working behind the scenes in many industries, like including smart utility grid analysis, safety monitoring on oil rigs, streaming video optimization, and drone enabled crop management in your farm industry. One of the big things in hybrid work is collaboration, and it's always been essential for innovation. This is where all the breakthroughs happen. It's, it used to be easy. People get gathered and brainstorm. That all changed due to the pandemic, and a shift to hybrid work environment kind of took place. And that's where collaboration methods had to be, really adapted. And, that means technology that can bring the same sense of immediacy, intimacy, and equality anywhere and anytime. And that's smart collaboration. We believe at the end of the day, smart collaboration is that it simply works in a hybrid environment, and again, fueled by adaptive technology. So 72% of the knowledge of workers prefer a hybrid environment. That's through new collaboration spaces, smaller personal room sizes, a tailored experience through that. We have personal space, so we have our Think Smart Cams, our Think Smart Bar, our huddle rooms and small media rooms. We have our Think Smart Hub Cam, Think Smart Bar, our full solution room kit in our Think Smart Core, and Google Series 1 Meet Room kits. And medium room size, we have our Think Smart Hubs, Cams, Bars, Cores, and Google Meet rooms. And then for your larger scale rooms from 24 to 24, this is where again you'll accomplish all of the solutions tied into one. Equitable collaboration. We want to make sure the hybrid collaboration must be equal opportunity for everybody participating. It's an equal quality of experience, regardless of where it happens. At the end of the day, you don't want nothing that's going to be low bandwidth, low quality AV on a remote connections, because it prevents, effective participation. So we don't want, just like in our meeting today, we want to make sure that we have something that's streamlined, smooth as possible. It just makes that experience is more enjoyable. Again, on-premise people seated from mic and cams can't participate effectively if they're not having the right solutions. So lack of equality can have serious impacts. You're frustrating participants, especially in collaborative meetings and brainstorming educational sessions. Low quality connections can cause frustrations, negative perceptions among other participants, and you don't want to have like any lost sales opportunities during a potential sales pitch that you may have. You want to make sure it's seamless at the end of the day, right? So, and not for that to be is you want to make sure that collaborations solutions need and work all the time. That means supporting UC platform of your choice. You want to make sure that we're offering remote manageability, being secure against all evolving threats, and offering a flexible support options. Everybody talks about software as a service, device as a service. Well, collaboration as a service is the same thing. We know companies are shifting to this service IT even before the pandemic and boosted by the value of that flexibility. And second Deloitte, you want to have everything as a service. At the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. And companies are just adapting to this as a service model with increasing solutions, flexibility, simplifying management, collaboration service through Lenovo TrueScale allows companies to meet those needs today, and with flexible changing needs. Faster adaptation, implementation with all support and management for one predictable monthly payment, and that's through our DaaS platform. Our ThinkSmart Core Kits. So these are new ThinkSmart Core Kits from Lenovo, and we have everything you need to create a more immersive collaborative space. It's all in one box. Each kit comes with a ThinkSmart Core powered by 11th Gen vPro processors, Intel Iris Xe graphics for optimized business productivity and collaboration. It also includes our ThinkSmart controller, a 10-point touch display system, and anti-glare fingerprint coating. It's easy to choose it. Our ThinkSmart Core kits fit any room size, any configuration, for spaces with AV installed. Should they choose our ThinkSmart Core Plus kit? For spaces without AV installed, we have our ThinkSmart Core full room kits for industry-leading audio and video components. All software hardware management is supported through services that come included in your service, and it comes already with 1-year Premier support, and it's already included in the box no matter which room kit you choose. It's easy to manage. IT teams can monitor, manage, and troubleshoot from our ThinkSmart Core kits remotely using our ThinkSmart Manager. And then these kits also come bundled with our 1-year Think collaboration professional services for deploying and maintaining support during ongoing maintenance. They're easy to use. They're built on familiar platforms like Zoom Rooms and Microsoft Teams Rooms. Allows the users to easily initiate and control meetings and collaborate, communicate effectively and efficiently. They run a Windows 10 IoT for the enterprise for stability and purpose of business needs. It also has multiple layers of built-in protection from Lenovo ThinkShield, Intel vPro platform, including the world's most comprehensive hardware and security for business. Now, this is our hub, as I mentioned, all-in-one solution. A little bit more on the details of the hub. Our ThinkSmart Cam and our ThinkSmart Bar. So they are designed to enhance sound and picture quality through video conferencing calls. They're flexible, scalable. The ThinkSmart Cam and Bar are also very efficient and effective in large meeting rooms as they are in a home office. Both Microsoft Teams Room and Zoom Room certified, and both can be centrally managed with the ThinkSmart Manager. ThinkSmart View is, again, sits on your desk, allows you, your PC alone has limited multitasking. So you're going to get more out of your day. It frees up resources, interrupts productive work. You're going to conduct better meetings, use it to engage in voice or audio calls, unlock richer content-centric meetings, enables the modern worker. It's just a portable video conferencing solution. This is our Google Meet Series 1 kits from Lenovo. So this is, if you're using the G Space, this is where Lenovo has partnered with Google, and we can provide small room, medium room, and large room kits that are designed, perfect for huddle rooms, for small conference room. The kit comes with compute systems, camera, audio, remote control, and high quality cabling. Same thing with the medium room. It gives you just larger, it gives you a mic pods, touch controllers, high quality cabling. And then for the larger solutions, you're gonna get the XL camera, the bar, the 2 mic pods, and a higher end controller. One thing I want to mention is our Think Vision monitors. They are portable monitors. We have them in M14, M15, so 14-inch and 15-inch. They're portable display solutions to empower flexible working from home or on the go. They double your screen space for productivity. They're extremely light, weight, and ultra thin portable. 10-point touch as well on our M15, M14T. They are flexible, spontaneous from work anywhere. Literally, you can literally just bring that extra monitor around someone's around desk to have that flexibility. They're easy and powerful. Power pass through charge connected, so they literally connect through your either for your phone or through your laptop. So what is the M14? It gives you the ultra slim 4.4 screen, 14-inch full IPS HD display. Has the tilt adjust for up to 90 degrees. Has two USB Type C ports. And it's a pivot supported, and it has low blue light technology as well. Again, it just makes things so much easier both in the office and in the home. Again, it makes you flexible for the work you do, remote. Telecommunicators, work from home co-working space. This is great for co-working space. It allows you to connect to smartphones as well. This is great for content creators and business travelers. For designers, influencers in the creative fields, you'll have to edit videos, annotate, animate on the go, easier for content viewing, larger displays, share that extra screen as well. And then for business travelers, again, quick pitch on the airport, 30-second pitch, elevator pitch if you want to get a chance to get that one done. Yeah, you're bringing your reports over a long flight, on-the-go presentations, and you're traveling like to trade shows and conferences. So Think Vision is going to help you build that display for a flexible workspace. And then how is Lenovo going to help you build that flexible workspace? So dual screen monitor setup. In a dual screen monitor setup, best choice. So right now on the screen here, you're going to have your TIO and you're going to have your Think Vision 24. You want to have something flush and increases that productivity as well for modern day industries. So what is the ideal work setup? So Think Vision, a dual monitor setup can increase employee productivity by up to 30%. I use a dual monitor setup. Sometimes if I want, I can try and use three, but dual is optimal. I can have my spreadsheets on one side. I can have my regular email on another, and I just feel a little bit way more productive than just working on a single screen. Just gives me that flexibility to kind of work. Gives me that ideal solution. And then I can actually physically multitask as well. We're going to deep dive into services right now. So the S&P services portfolio with Lenovo. That comes with support and protection. In this category, you're going to find our warranty upgrades, our sealed battery, keep your drive, accidental damage services, and premium care. In our premium support, we're going to have a custom image load, autopilot. In our configuration services, custom image loads, autopilot, cloud recovery, RTP, ready to provision services as well. In our software and cloud, you're going to have security services, Absolute, SentinelOne, Lenovo Patch, Buffer Zone, Secret Double Octopus, WinMagic. You're going to have productivity in there as well for Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, education such as Line School, Chrome OS management. And then we have our asset recovery services where Lenovo will actually give you a quote for old existing hardware. It doesn't have to be Lenovo branded, that we actually buy it back and give you a value that you can use on new purchases. We're going to talk about Lenovo's green initiative through our CO2 offset services. And we'll talk about device as a service, our DAS portfolio. So our ThinkShield portfolio, we really categorize it in 4 different categories. ThinkShield platform, webcam privacy shutter is built into our machines right at the top. We have our Secure Wipe, self-healing BIOS, Windows 10 Hello, Wi-Fi security partnership, Tamper Switch, security engines. Then we have our device protection through privacy guards, transparency supply chain, as I mentioned, IR cameras built in, trusted device setup, Intel vPro, AMD Ryzen Pro, and then through our threat and data protection, SentinelOne, Buffer Zone, WinMagic, Carbonite. And then we talk about how to manage it all through Patch, Absolute, Recovery, Autopilot, a mobile iron MDM as well. So I'm not sure how many people have heard of Absolute. Absolute is actually embedded directly into a Lenovo device's firmware. So you're allowed to remote track it, trace it, wipe it, and brick it. So, for example, if you ever have a disgruntled employee that leaves your organization and they take their laptop to, let's say, another country, with Absolute, you're able to actually track that device. You can remotely wipe it and reformat it. A lot of times, what will happen is a lot of people ask, "Well, what happens if that person reformats it?" Well, what happens is because it's embedded into the actual firmware and BIOS, as soon as that laptop comes back online, Absolute will automatically re-brick that device. So that's the best thing about Absolute. And one thing that we are doing right now is we are offering free demos. You just speak with your CDW sales rep, and then we can literally get on a call. We can demo the actual dashboard and how it all works. And Absolute works with existing software that you have on your devices. It works with Sentinel One. It works with other antiviruses. So Absolute will also see what other devices and software is currently running. So let's say if one of your employees decides to install Angry Birds, you're able to actually see that through the dashboard with Absolute. And you could say, hey, this should not be installed as per company policy. So you're able to kind of remove that with that self-healing capabilities of the device, of that software. As I mentioned, remote management, device usage and health, and it's geofencing enabled as well. Again, mentioned it's directly embedded into the BIOS capabilities, automate endpoint hygiene, stream of device data, and network connection when it's not required. Secret double octopus. This is our a great uh, passwordless multi-factor authentication system. So now what this is a unified authentication solution to protect devices and network logins with remote access tools, cloud services, and privileged accounts, and more. With stronger enterprise-ready solution, again, simple integration process, they'll have you up and running in no time. We're also offering trial licenses and demos as well. You're going to have better usability, empowered IP, reducing the costs, stronger security. Again, you're removing that lowest hanging fruit from those attackers. It's more secure than that of relies on SMS, voice calls, or OTPs. And then you only have one authentication full process to access everything in the enterprise, sleek touch with a finger. And again, you get full visibility when you're cutting costs from password reset calls and other MFA tokens that are being used. Sentinel One is a pan AI agent model that lives on each device, predicting tomorrow's attacks today. It enables devices to self-heal from broad modes of attacks, and this is going to protect you from that ransomware as well. On-device AI eliminates dependency, so it actually tracks it right. Like it will actually tell you if the attack is going to happen before you even know it's going to attack. It detects it just based on, let's say, one of your employees that mistakenly clicked on an ad, even though that whatever they clicked on, if it installed something, it could be lying on your device for X amount of months without it ever being detected, like with a normal, typical antivirus like AVG, Windows Big Defender. What this allows, it will actually detect that, and it'll find it, and it'll hunt it and will remove it. It just gives you that detection over diverse modes of attack. It just heals it for minimal, and again, because it's a neural AI agent, it's always consistently adapting based on and it's learning within your machine's capabilities. It's just again, it's more of a core component within our ecosystem. It's an artificial intelligence solution for end user autonomously defending itself in real time. It's just simpler words. Think of an old ancestor system, a traditional antivirus we have in our devices in the past. It really successfully prevents and detects and responds to attacks. It applies to artificial intelligence. It automatically eliminates threats in real time for both on-premise and cloud environments. It is the only solution on the market to provide that full visibility across all the networks directly from the endpoint. Different from its view, AI competitors, it does not dry out the power or juice your system, and it does not flag or prevent legitimate work to be done, and it does not inundate end user and IT management personnel with false alerts. The technology is robust, and Sentinel One does offer $1 million payment support if users of their systems become a victim of ransomware attacks. As I mentioned, AI, and this gives you a little bit more of an overview of what Sentinel-1 is, as we just discussed about. Premier support. So Premier support is the advanced level of PC support solution for the businesses. As IT budgets contract, we understand the need to reduce complexity and operational costs while finding ways to increase efficiencies from existing in-house IT support teams. And Lenovo Premier Support will manage that routine and support tasks, freeing IT to focus on other avenues. With Premier Support, employees have the direct access to the elite Lenovo engineers who provide unscripted troubleshooting support, comprehensive support, next business day support, hardware and software, less downtime for you, less downtime for your business. When things go wrong, your customers and your staff can work faster. At the end of the day, complex issues, Premier Support includes access to Lenovo's technical account management teams for that single point of contact and end-to-end case management as well. So one of the more interesting ones is our CO2 offsetting. And what it is it's carbon offsetting is about funding projects around the world to help reduce carbon emissions footprint by a verifiable amount. A lot of companies are going green, and Lenovo wants to help support that movement. So, what it is we offer a credit that are used interchangeably through, they can mean slightly different things. So a carbon offset broadly refers to a reduction in GHG emissions or increase in a carbon storage through land restoration or planting of trees. That is used to compensate for emissions that occur elsewhere. A carbon offset credit is transferable instrument certified by the government or independent certification that bodies represent an emission reduction of 1 metric ton of CO2 or equivalent amount of other CHGs. So the purchaser of an offset credit can retire it to claim underlying reduction towards their own reduction goals as well. The key concept is that offset credits are used to convey a net climate benefit from one entity to another. So what is DAS? DAS provides a fully managed model combining hardware, services, software into a single configurable solution with a predictable, affordable, and periodic fee. So how is it different from other procurement models? The hardware is a provider owned and resourced by the customer's schedule. The customer has flexible options, not significant set of fees up front, allows for a single point of accountability. We're looking at for a better employee experience, modern devices, equipment, employees with the latest PCs. You want to win with talent at the end of the day, so we want to help you provide them with the best user experience, improve security. We want to provide end-to-end life cycle protection. We want to support the hybrid workforce. We want to streamline that deployment through asset recovery. We want to support a modern workplace, streamline device fleet, and we want to cope with growing number of devices under the management per user. We want to optimize it through positive impact on productivity. We want to streamline, again, the deployment as well. At the end of the day, we want to save you costs on an average of 20%. We want to combat flat IT budgets, and we want to lower the TCOs at no capital investment. And we want to free up your IT resources at the end of the day and allocate those resources to work on other transformative projects. So how do we improve on that definition? Flexibility, cost-effective, and fully flexible solutions to fit your business with options to flex up or down or pause during that contract period. We have different financial benefits, free up internal resources, free up cash flow, cost predictability, business agility, and align spending with other revenues. We want to increase at every stage of the life cycle from reduced setup and logistic costs to a suite of fully outsourced managed services. We provide you IT benefits, optimize life cycles, reduce ITO costs, increase CSAT, secure removals, and then built-in security. We talk about ThinkShield, providing that holistic multi-layer protection, built-in security, and solutions from leading partners. By that, we have business benefits, reducing risks, security and compliance, staff productivity. At the end of the day, we want to provide you with the best-in-class notebooks, desktops, data center, and hardware, and even other OEM devices. Again, you get devices of choice, multiple work platforms, the right tools for the right job. You want to access it from anywhere, anytime. You want to support when it's needed. So different data solutions. So we covered the three core areas. I want to cover at least one. So again, we want to talk about pre-built solutions. We want to simplify. We want to accelerate, and we want to transform your business. We want to simplify through your device of choice, improving it, refresh it, predictable costs. As I mentioned, we want to accelerate deployment, streamlining it. Could be done through autopilot, could be done through cloud deployment, RTP, a high level user experience. We want to transform your business. We want to make sure that your business is moving with the current trends of the world. Pretty much this is like what a full life cycle kind of looks like. So you have your planning, your deployment, your support, your configuration, your management, and your retirement process. So we want to plan, we want to configure, we want to deploy, manage, support, and retire. In your planning phase, it's all about discovery. How can we build the solution together? And what's great about this solution is you do not have to encompass only Lenovo products. You can have multiple vendors in this solution. It's totally configurable and modular. So we want to look at the assets that we're going to be looking at. We're going to look at the future state. We're going to future roadmap. We're going to build a persona modeling for each device for your different users within your business. From there, we're going to configure them through either image preloads, application loads, BIOS settings, everything through your company policies. We're going to label and tag it. Maybe it's through asset tagging, maybe it's through packaging, etching, encryption, and deploy and depot services. Then we'll talk about how to deploy the device, either through autopilot, through MDM, white glove deployment, user self-service. Again, we also have, again, as I mentioned, we have automated provisioning and modern IT through RTP. How are we going to manage it all? Security compliances, on-site field services, asset inventory management. This is what I talked about earlier with our Absolute, Sentinel-1, and Secret Double Octopus. All that's management tools will help that. With Premier Support, on the level of Premier Support, we also have our ServiceNow Connect platform. We're able to see all those devices on your fleet. And anytime you were to get a ticket, that's where that would happen as well. So that's through the support, through Premier Support, warranty support, accidental damage, keep your drive. You want to make sure you have your data secured, online backup migrations, field services, staff augmentation. Again, have the engineers right at your disposal 24/7 with Premier Support. We offer cloud recovery, and we also offer vending and lockers as well through in that category. And then retirement, we talk about asset disposition, data wiping, logistics packaging, buyback programs. We offer that through our scalable end-to-end life cycle support. So what I want to do now is I want to talk about, we covered all the core areas of this, and in today's ever-changing digital world, for example, companies such as Spotify, Uber, Google have changed their business model, and we want to adapt, evolve customer demand, moving from that static linear product offering to more of like that subscription-based model approach, and encourage recurring, predictable things, outcomes for your business. Now, I want to talk about our commitment to you, and it comes down to your tech. There's a lot of options out there. Each and every one of them makes the same claims. We're innovative, we're secure, we're high quality, we're durable, and we're the best for your business. I'm sure you've heard those statements so many times, but those aren't the differentiators. That's just where you expect from any tech, right? So what sets us apart? Lenovo's different from any other brand out there. Bottom line is our level of commitment to you is unmatched. And what I mean by we're matched is we will go above and beyond to support you. We will commit to you. We will make the solution the value and supersede that value over expectations. That's what we do at Lenovo. We are a channel first company. We are transparent. At the end of the day, we're here to work for you. And that is our commitment at the end of the day. That is our motto, and we want to remove the burden of those IT commitments by allowing us to help you with your IT needs. Um, by all means, that concludes my presentation. I am leaving it for open for discussions, or if there's any comments, questions, um, by all means. Thank you so much. Again, I appreciate the time that you took out of your day to listen to me throughout this journey, how to transform your modern workplace. Is there any questions, comments? I will stop sharing.